Top of the morning, everybody. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. This is your top international wellness coach, the nation's Derek Coatsy, right? So, you guys often hear people just talk about anxieties, they talk about depression, and people start taking these pills, these meds, just to make themselves sane, right? Yeah, so I am going to break it down to you how all of these come about. Stuff like fear, stuff like anxiety, stuff like depression, right? So first thing first, guys, this is the best season to work on yourself, right? This is the best season to build any habit, right? Good habit, good vibes, right? Because we build habits, and habits build us, right? So first thing first, I'm gonna talk about ignorance, right? It all starts with ignorance, right? People just get to ignore the things that they have to start working on, right? And the best thing to do is to do self development work. So that's what, like, a lot of people get to ignore at this stage. They neglect working on themselves. Let it be their body, let it be their mindset, let it be their business, let it be their finances, let it be their anything in their lives, right? People tend to ignore that part. And the best project you can work on is yourself in all aspects of life, in all areas of life. You need to feel good so you can do good. And you only do good when you work on yourself. And that builds up your self confidence. Um, you become social proof. So it all starts with ignorance or negligence of working on yourself, right? And then when you just get to ignore the things that you can work on, it leads to fear, fear of the unknown. People they want to start and predicting the future, but the only way you can predict the future is to create it. How do you create the future? You work on yourself, you focus on the things you want to achieve, you focus on becoming a better version of yourself. But when you neglect that, when you get to neglect working on yourselves, you become fearful, fear of the unknown. And now the body is on a negative vibration, you become anxious, right? Yeah, because one thing leads to another. One vibration just evolves to another. One emotion creates another feeling. So ignorance, yes, like ignorance breeds fear. Fear breeds anxiety, right? And um, because anxiety keeps the body in a negative state, and you can never express anxiety. You try to suppress it, right? You try to suppress it by ignoring more of it, right? And then upon the suppression of anxiety that you are feeling, then the negative energy that you suppress causes what we call depression, right? And then that's when people often say, "Oh, I'm depressed. I'm what? I'm going to take depression pills, sleeping pills." But it all starts with just ignoring the things you can simply work on, right? So after depression, because depression is the like the negative emotion, it keeps the body on a negative vibration. And when the body is on a negative vibration over time, the body is not at ease. You can never be relaxed when you are anxious, and you can never be relaxed when you try to suppress the anxious feeling, because it's gonna become depression. And because um, depression is a negative vibration, it will never keep the body at ease. So the body remains on high stress levels, and it produces a lot of stress hormones, right? And the stress hormones keep the body out of ease, and out of easiness is what we call dis-ease. This dis hyphen ease, out of ease. And that's how people just get to develop this. It all starts with ignorance, right? Every disease is self-imposed. People self-impose all of the diseases on themselves, right? So when you get to work on yourself and just tackle the things you want to achieve, and then you start seeing a broader picture. See you guys on the next one. Awesome.